stay on point. But I do want to welcome everyone to the call tonight. And it's going to be a lot of fun because, as you guys know, I have a massive, well, many of you may know this, I have a massive desire and passion for helping people really define themselves and brand themselves in a way that allows you to truly speak through your true voice and your true self. So I want to dig into that tonight. We're going to do a lot of fun stuff, especially for those of you guys who have never, worked with me in the past. We're going to go through a lot of great stuff today. But before I actually do that, because there's many of you on the line that I have never met before, a lot of names of people that are being recommended to come on over here from others and other people that are, kind of poking around. And I've been getting a lot of requests, a lot of questions about, what is it that we really do, and what is it that we have done to bring our name, our brand, who we are, into the limelight without actually having to ever really market ourselves, right? Never really having to overly place ads. Now we're really starting to create this connection with people, and I really want to share this with you guys tonight because it's a powerful way of becoming a marketer, a business owner, learning some of the key elements I'm going to teach you guys tonight. But before I get started, there's a lot of you guys that I've never met. So I want to give you a little bit of a background about myself and about my family. I've been in network marketing now since '05, 8+ years, and along with the direct sales industry. Our brand, who we are, the Unstoppable Family, has literally been traveling now. Goodness, it's over 4 years, and we have been able to really establish ourselves across the online presence with so many different people, and we have built a brand that is truly recognized all over the world. So when I was actually asked, about a year ago, to share a bit more about how we've done that, and this is where my passion and my love started to come to help other entrepreneurs learn how to brand themselves, learn how to truly share who they are so that you can create customers for life. And so, as you see, obviously we've been traveling a lot. We've been featured in the book, Art of Nonconformity. We've done a lot of great things with some amazing thought leaders, not only in the network marketing industry, but industries across the board. And it's always the same question comes out. Wow, how did you guys create such an amazing presence for yourself? And I want to share with you guys how I start that. And we're going to dig into that a little bit. But before I start digging in, the reason why this question came up, which was, what would you do if you had to start all over again? And they asked us this question, and this is actually an event that I spoke at. And I was, on stage with all these awesome guys here, great friends, great people. And we were asked, what would we do if we had to start over in our business? What would you do? And how would you market yourself in a way to get you up and moving, up and running, and really in the eye of your customers? And so it was actually quite funny because what would we have to do if we started over? Well, I don't know if many of you guys know our story a little bit, but I'm just going to go through it very quickly because what came off this stage and what has developed into my branding experience workshop that I have is, it took a question to really ask, what could people really use right now, especially people that are brand new, let's say in a business, some people that are even looking to create a business. And what we found is that this overwhelming response was teaching people to really truly know who they are. And now when we talk a little bit about branding, it's not about just putting a logo up there. Here's your brand, right? It's so much different than that. And that's why I call what I like to teach is called the branding experience, because it's about taking you through an experience in your mind, of really digging into you and finding what is it about you that can connect with a customer or with your group, or maybe someone that you're an influential group that you're looking to work with. What does it take? And I want to dig through that tonight. And so that when the question was asked, what would you do if you started over? 4 years ago, well, actually a little bit more than 4 years ago, our family had been in this industry for 8+ years, rocking, right? Doing amazing in our business, just everything flowing. We got really cash heavy and decided to start investing in a lot of different real estate, a lot of different projects. And when I was asked, what would you do if you had to start over? I said, well, what would I do? What did I do when we had to actually start over? And many people they're blown away when I actually told them the story, because we went from having all this stuff, right, to literally standing in front of us going, my gosh, what are we going to do now? How are we going to actually run a business and inspire other people to do the same thing? And how am I going to get ourselves back on track again to really becoming known and for people to understand who we are and to really prove that our leadership in this industry. And when we were asked the question, I said, okay, let's just do this, because what we really did is we branded ourselves. Now, I don't mean branded by the imaging, like I was saying earlier. I mean truly branded who we are. Looked inside of ourselves and said, who are we going to be to the people that we can work with, and how can I share that with people without being salesy, right? And that's because that's what we all really want to do. We want to be, if you're, I'm looking on the line right here, most of you guys are either internet marketers, you have a business, or you're looking to start one. And I believe that truly people, when they start off in a business, if you don't know who you are and what you can bring to the table to your customer, your success rate is going to be very slow. It will happen, but it can become very slow, because what I see so often that people begin to market who they are, or market their company's products or their programs, but they don't really have that true understanding of who they are, what makes them completely unique in the marketplace. Because there's a million people in this world that are looking to sell someone something. And so we learn to really connect with our audience and not to sell. And of course, we have used video as our medium to truly allow us to create this presence for others, because it's about connecting, right? Branding yourself is also about connecting to people. And YouTube is one of the best resources that we actually have in front of us. I'm going to give you guys some details about resources about YouTube, but I want you guys to all know you guys are all in the right place, right? If you want to tonight learn how to really have people sold before they speak with you. How fun is that, right? And not, when I mean sold, I mean totally enrolled in what you have to offer, totally enrolled in what you are, right? Because I have a strong belief, guys, that people buy from people. And if they connect with you and they know who you are and they feel that connection, people will want to buy something from you. And we don't have to be such a salesy kind of person, right? We don't have to have that salesiness to us. So you're here tonight because we're going to show you how to really create a brand that really oozes you and what you have to offer. And I love that word oozes, because it really truly is. It's about, wow, really oozing who you are and showing people what you have to offer and why they want to actually be part of it with you. So we're going to talk about being known and recognized as an incredible brand, because when you're known and recognized, you'd rather be asked for you, not in generic, I need someone that can help me, create a business model or a business plan or money online. You want to be known. You want people to go, wow, look at that person, what they're doing and who they are, and really understand the power of your story. Okay. Now, I've been doing this for many, many, many years, and it really came naturally to me to share my story, right? Because people, that's what I like to connect with. I don't like to connect with someone going, hey, let me teach you how to lose weight, buy this now, right? Hey, let me teach you how to do this, buy this now. That's never been my style of marketing. I've never once did that type of marketing. I've always connected through my story and who I was, so I could find that one person that connected with me. And so this is what I'm going to really teach you guys tonight, is really more so how to dig into the importance of branding, right? What is the importance of it? And I'm going to go through our 6 simple steps of how to create the unstoppable brand, right? These are the steps that I use. I've coined these steps and utilize them in my workshop. And at the end tonight, we're going to talk to you guys out. I have a workshop that begins on March 28th that we'll be filling, and you guys will have the opportunity, if you truly want to be part of that, or you're going to get a little more of that. But I'm going to dig as deeply as I can for as long as I can tonight to really share with you guys, what it takes to get there. And systems work. Systems work every time. And when you utilize a similar system in a way to help people get into their own heads, you begin to look inside yourself and start seeing amazing stuff about yourself that you didn't even know you had to offer someone. Whoops. Right. And what I see so often is that new business owners, they kind of come in and their ignorance on fire, and they're spinning their wheels as fast as they can. They just want to get in and make money. And that's great. But guys, when we are not aware of really what's inside of us that we can give to others, and we're just spinning our wheels, we lose and leave a lot of not only money on the table, but we leave a lot of lives, transformation for others on the table. Because every person here has an incredible business. They have something that that they want to offer. And if you are unsure about what it is inside of you, then it's going to be very difficult for you to communicate that to a person that's looking to possibly work with you. So what we do, we truly dig extremely deep into you. We take you on an experience. But let's do this. I mean, if you guys, I utilize these branded images tonight because I think many of you guys probably know some of these guys that are in not only the internet marketing world, but just across the board. They're very well known people that have brands, right? And you're probably identify with them. And when you look and think of just the imaging that they've got, it allows you to really recognize them, right? It allows you to really see who these people are and understand them because they've got something that you see all the time. And if you notice, and if you guys follow any of these guys at all and you're subscribed to their list, they're very consistent the way they communicate with you, and they're very consistent the way they communicate their story or their lessons. And what happens so often, guys, I work with new people and they start to they do what everyone else does. They actually do what everyone else is doing. I mean, how many of you guys, let me get a hands up. How many of you guys have literally ever, you can put your hand up on the little mic over there. How many of you guys have ever started working a business, but actually just following what someone else has done? And you keep finding yourself kind of stuck in a corner. Like, why I'm not this person. Yeah, lots of hands up. I'm not this person. I'm not identifying with myself. And you start doing what these people are because they've been successful. So certainly mirroring someone else that's been successful is what you want to do. But if in the same time, we're not really defining ourselves and learning who you are and having you shine through to your customer, it's not you. Your authentic self doesn't come out. And I'm all about helping people truly understand who their authentic self is and what your true voice is in your marketplace or in your business, whatever you are. Because if you think about it, people want to connect with you. So let's say, for instance, you had, maybe you're offering a certain product or a service, and maybe there's 20, 30,000 people, right, worldwide that connect with you, things that are all about you. Can you imagine if you started to learn how to market and target those people, how to create amazing videos to talk just to those people? Can you imagine the success rates that you'll have? There's no more of that shooting, the shotgun theory, seeing what we hit, right? Just letting it blast out there. It's about really being sharpshooter and really defined how you're going to communicate with your customer. And that's what we really like to do. So let's talk about this really quick, is why do we brand ourselves, right? Why? Well, first off, branding certainly will separate you from the crowd. It allows you to be someone different in that massive sea, right? That you're in, which is the internet. Because most all of you guys, I believe, are internet marketers. And it allows you to really connect with your customer in a different way, in a way that allows you to really stay connected and to understand what every word that you're offering to someone, you're connecting to them, right? So there's ways that we not only create videos that we do. I'm a big proponent for video, but the way you connect with that customer has to be very consistent. And what it does also allows you to create and establish a relationship with those customers. And, when you create a relationship with someone, think about this, guys. You ever, let's say Facebook, of course, social media has changed our whole world when it comes to marketing. And think of how you connect with people on Facebook. You've never met them before, but you are connected to these people. I've got 5,000 followers on my personal page alone, and I connect with as many people as that come across my page. And what happens is these customers become customers for life. When they start to understand who you are, when they start to really see inside of you, the things that you're offering, the way you're sharing it, and you're not always just trying to sell something, you start to create this customer for life. And you begin to know exactly who you are. And now you're stepping out of the crowd of this massive pool of internet marketers or of people that are selling something, right? No one wants to be sold. I don't know about you guys. I don't like to be sold. I like to feel so connected with someone that I understand what I want because they're going to give that to me because they're speaking directly to me. So let me ask right now, how many of you guys right now kind of have a brand, are really allowing you to establish yourself? Right? You can go hands up. How many of you guys are already really starting to establish yourself in your own personal marketplace? Or are you guys doing, you're kind of swaying a little bit and just kind of doing what everyone follows. You guys can answer. You type some stuff in. Okay, got a lot of hands up. Okay, some of you guys have, and I know a lot of you guys are already establishing yourself. I've worked with actually many of you guys. I have a lot of my students on the line tonight, which is cool. I love it because it's about understanding what the brand actually is, right? And if you might have a brand, you might have an image, but you really speak directly from your brand all the time, consistently. And that's why this call was created tonight, because I see so many people, they start one way and then they bounce the other way. It's like looking at silver objects all the time, right? And I'm not talking about just a Facebook fan page. Facebook fan pages are cool. They're part of your branded imaging, but it's very different. It's a brand. It's a truly who you are, your stamp on you, everything that you do. Okay. Your stamp on you, everything you do. Now, I'm going to go through this and then we're going to kind of jump into the 6 steps. In a brand, guys, of course, it's not advertising, right? It's not logos. It's not marketing. I know we all think that. Marketing's different. Imaging, they're all different. A brand is about you. Okay. It sells you. It sells your confidence, your values. It tells your customers what they can expect from you all the time. And it makes you ultra marketable. Okay. So if you right now are in a business and you don't know your brand yet or who you are yet, I tell you, I truly believe that we leave a lot of connection on the table. Our story, it does not shine through. And then we wonder why we might be spinning our wheels sometimes in businesses that we're running, or spinning our wheels in the marketing that we've got, because we've got to truly be able to identify through our brand and who we truly are to our customer base. Now, all right, let's just go through this real quick. Of course, what can be branded, right? People, Lady Gaga, of course, places, religions, everything can have a brand. But more importantly, guys, it's about you, right? It's truly about you. And I have seen some remarkable changes in people's lives and in their brands. And it's so amazing when you begin to understand who you are. Your business starts to change because now you're acting with complete confidence with who you are. And now when you're speaking with someone, you know what you're talking to them about. It's not just about your business, about what your business has to offer. It's about the transformation you're going to offer to that person that said, I like this person. I want to connect with them. I want to see who they are. See, and this is what so many people miss in business, especially in internet marketing. They just want to get hustling. But guys, you are the ones that can truly be branded as who you are and what you have to offer. So right now is just as a raise a hand so I get an idea. Well, can you guys hear me? Let me make sure. Can you guys give me hands up? Can you hear me? Okay, there you go. Someone said I dropped off. Okay, cool. How many of you guys right now have a blog, lead capture page, a fan page, right? How many of you guys already have that stuff? Okay, cool. Some of you guys, some of you don't. That's good. All right, so let's start digging into how we can really create this. Take what you've got now and really dig deeper into it using the 6 steps for creating an unstoppable brand. I know I have a lot of students on here. I might have some of you guys jump on out to share, what has transitioned for you since you started in our workshop, because it's great for people to hear this and to truly understand where we're coming from. And I want to forewarn everyone right now. I just realized I have a plug-in problem with my computer. So Brian's on the other line. If my computer ends up dying and jumps off of me, I'll dial back in. But okay, so let's do this. So what are the 6 steps? All right, so step 1, of course, is establishing your values. And I want you guys to really take this in, especially even if you've been around for a while and you've taken the course. I want you to really take these notes down because they're powerful to remember, right? And it's about establishing our values first, right? So if your value, is honesty, right? Your brand's going to reflect that. If it's consistency, if it's, it's the marketing, it's knowledge, your brand will communicate that at all times. If you look at people like our partner, Vincent Ortega Jr., who does all of our websites, everyone that is part of my workshop gets a custom branded, amazing blog website. And he's a very knowledge-based guy. He gives constant content of marketing consistently. So his values are giving consistent marketing advice and with his knowledge, and your values come through, right? So if you're a family person or a lifestyle person, that's what people are going to see. You're going to be sharing with them lifestyle. You're going to be sharing with them yourself, the true essence of you, and that's going to come through your brand. Some people are a little more colder in their brand, right? They don't give us much of their love, but people like that. And for us, our values are family, freedom, having tons of fun. That's what our value is. And I know every person that comes to my blog that talks to me, sees a video, they know my values. So step number one, guys, is truly establishing what your values are. So I recommend everyone always use this, go through this exercise and write down. Just start writing down what are the main values that you have. Okay. All right, let me go move to slide number 2. Okay, so step number 2. What makes you truly unique? Now, I know many people I've worked with, goodness, in my workshop, they came there and said, I really didn't think I had something special to share. I just got to run this business. I got to sell this product. I got to sell this. So I need to make money. But what happened is they started to dig into themselves and start to realize what they had some amazing things that people wanted to hear from. They were unique in so many ways. I mean, we've all have an experience. Our life is our experiences, right? We've got so much knowledge inside of us of our uniqueness. When you start to tap into that and bring it out, then your communication through, especially through video, shines. People know who you are right away because your videos are consistent. The way you communicate in social media is totally unique to you. And of course, people want to work with people, right? So if you want to stand out of the crowd, right? They want to truly, they've got to pick you. So for instance, stay-at-home moms, certainly we craft brands around that type of person. A systems guru, I work with a lot of different gurus that are creating ebooks and products, and that's what they focus on. They're good, what they're unique at. Technical experts, of course, we've got people. We've got a great guy. He drives a Harley, and that's what he wanted to be. He wanted to be the guy that could show people how to make money and love life driving his Harley. Right? It's powerful. Travel, the Unstoppable Family, as you know, we are travelers. Right? We've been traveling for almost over 4.5 years now. And so people know that. So I communicate who we are through, these uniquenesses that we've got. And then you want to really incorporate all these uniquenesses into your brand. And what I love to do the most is when we always start off in my workshop where people create their story and they start going through their story and figuring out what cool stuff they've done that makes them totally unique. And all of a sudden now you're communicating at a totally different level than you ever were. And, for me, I've never been a traditional marketer ever. If you guys have followed me for years, I've never been that, hey, look at me, I can show you how to make money. Never. It's about connecting with that person through situations that have gone on in my life, how the transformation has helped me utilizing my business. This is the way we connect, guys. This is the way we create a powerful brand that people want to be part of. All right. So step number 2 is you really defining your uniqueness. Now, step number 3, and go back and write these down. You want to really truly dig in and write it down. What is it that's making you completely unique that people will identify with you? Right. And we use a lot of it through languaging, and we help you create really good languaging to help you really establish and share that point, that branded uniqueness that you've got so people understand it. So step number 3, guys, is what is your specialty, right? Some people have specialties. I've seen some number of people on the line here that really do have some amazing specialties. Amber Clark's here. She's a dancer. She's all about transforming lives through fitness and through dance and through personal development. That's who she is. And Linda Lehman, she's got an amazing website about helping women deal with finding out that they have cancer, right? That's a specialty, guys. And your life, you've gone through so many amazing things in your life that you have something special. Randy Lehman's on the line. I know Randy, he was a first responder. And so he's now connecting with these like firemen and EMTs of how to help them live more of a fulfilling lifestyle. But then what happens, you connect with that person, then they want to start asking you, how is it that you're doing the things that you do every day? So when you start looking into your own specialties, what you want to be known for, some people might be marketing gurus, right? I know marketing, but I did not want to be known as the marketing guru. It's too boring for me. I know how to do it, but I don't want to be known for it, right? It's a skill that I've got, but it's not what I want to be known for. I want to be known for as a value-added mentor, a lifestyle expert or inspirational coach, and when you're consistent with your specialty, people are going to know you for it. I've got some amazing friends in this industry that they are very consistent with who they are all the time. And then I also have some others that are so broad spectrum everywhere. It's like, shiny objects all the time. So they change what they offer all the time to people. And it's confusing. It's confusing. So if you're looking to create, guys, a long lasting relationship with people that you want to work with, you've got to offer them a long lasting, congruent message. a congruent branded message that's you, how you share it, who you are all the time. Because jumping around, you will confuse your list. You'll confuse the people that you want to connect with because you constantly have different stuff all the time. Now, certainly you can start offering or sharing other things as you're established. But guys, I tell you, man, one of the most important pieces I have ever seen was somebody starts establishing their brand. They know their specialty, and all of a sudden they're like, wow, I've got so many more people are connecting to me. So many more people know who I am. They know my purpose now because you know your purpose. And we get stuck sometimes we starting businesses just trying to make money as quick as we can. And we lose out in a big way because we haven't established the right for that person to really trust you. Okay. So your specialty is extremely vital. Okay. Step 4, identifying your target market. Now I'm using marketing terms, of course, because it's easier for you guys to understand. But what I really mean by, understanding your target market, identifying them, we want to go through this step process, and we do this in our workshop, is we write down what your prospect looks like, what they sound like, what they act like, what they do, what are their needs. See, because if you guys can actually solve someone's problems, opposed to just offering something new to add to their life, people connect to pain. They actually buy or do things because they know it's relieving pain. Okay. It's taken away from the pain that they've got. When their pain's too great and you offers them something that connects with them, and it's not always money. Guys, people do want to make money, and there's a byproduct of money. But man, people want to know there's someone else that's been there. So when you know what their needs are and how you can offer those solutions, I do videos all the time about being home with my child every day, being able to travel the world. Right? People want that. That's a pain that people want. They want to get out of their, a dead end life or job that they've got. So if you can start connecting to needs people have, then they're going to start asking you for more advice, for more of what you have. And the biggest one is really solving that problem. You guys, if you can right now, this could be $1 million idea for people right now on this line that are maybe running a business or starting to look to run one. If you actually can identify the problem that you're going to solve for someone, and you just focus on that problem that you can solve, your business will change because you will change. You'll be so focused on what you're doing that you will be connecting with the right person. You guys getting that? Identifying that person so deeply can change so much in your business. Now, step number 6, is this our step number 5? You want to really write out your brand. Okay. And of course, I'm doing this really quite fast today. We go through this in our 4-week workshop intensely. Like we really intently dig through it for, hours at a time with a huge group of people, taking ourselves through this experience of writing it out. Because when we can actually write out what it's going to look like day one, my students all write out what it looks like. What do I want to share? What do I want to get out? And when you start to write it out or record it in video, you get to start hearing your own words of what your purpose is, why you're doing what you're doing, and how you can help others solve the same problems that you probably have. So what we do is we just look, what do you want it to look like, right? Look like, feel like, all those good fun words. You write it out or you do it in video. And then of course we go through the whole imaging, right? What does the images look like? What are the colors? We create amazing taglines that make people go, oh yeah, I need that. In fact, this next week, a lot of my people are right now defining their taglines. And it's really fun when you start to see that come out, because you start to really write it out and you see what it is. And then you get to look back and see what your customers are seeing about you, what you have to offer them. They start to truly see it through your communication. Okay. So writing out your brand, you guys can all do this tonight. And this could be all these steps right here could change what you're doing in your business today. And I'll show you how we're going to get a lot deeper in this. We go way deep into this and become so crystal clear as to who you are. What is it that you want to ooze out? And you begin to start becoming very powerful in your business and who you are to your customers. And it's powerful. So, and lastly, for me, it's really connecting with your customers in YouTube, and other social media. Facebook's amazing. Guys, YouTube is powerful. It's the second largest search engine in the world. And it's so low in competition because people are afraid to do video, right? They're afraid. They think they need to look good, and they're really afraid to actually do it. On YouTube, there's over 800 million unique visitors a month. That's a ridiculous amount of people. But can you imagine actually going to YouTube, guys, and learning how to write amazing, create content in your videos, because there's a certain way that you create content in your video that's going to help speak to someone, right? And and it's always the way you're communicating with them is how they're going to keep looking for your videos. And YouTube is powerful when you start to do your story and you start to really share you. And we do this exercise in my workshop. I call it creating circles of content. And when you can create a circle of content, for instance, I'll show you guys what I mean by this, because it's what we do, and we do this in our workshop, and it's really fun. Let's erase that one. Is you take a circle, and it's really simple, but literally the main of your circle is what the main nucleus of, let's say, it's your story, right? The story of maybe you've got a crazy story of your life, right? So Linda Lehman, she was diagnosed with cancer, and she had to figure out how to fix that, how to actually deal with it. My writer's not working very good. But anyway, so you take that story, and then we create lines coming out of the story. I usually do it a little bit better over here, but I'm using this little crazy one right now. And so then right here, this is a leg of content. So you say your story out. This is how we always do it. We say your story out, and then you listen to your own story, and then you take and you pick one main thing in that story, and we expand it, and then you take more content legs out, and you start then creating blog posts, YouTube videos of just that main nucleus. And guys, you'll have so much content that you're able to offer to your customers, and sharing with video. It's powerful. You really can't believe when you take one little story, like for instance, when I take my story of my family, why I started in this industry in the first time. Wow, I've got so much content to offer all the time. So you never run out of content. But it's so fun when you actually start to learn how to craft out the right video, how to share it with someone, how to really grab their attention, right? It's the hook, the body, the close in all of your YouTube videos. And we dig deep into that because, guys, this is the way that you are going to be able to start truly connecting with that customer and allowing them to get who you are, right? Share who you are. So you guys, because a lot of you might be using YouTube. And how many of you guys are using YouTube now? Okay, bunch of hands are going up, not as many. See, this is why, not as many, because people are afraid of YouTube. They're afraid of it. And I tell you what, you may be using it if you are, but you're really not a profit from the videos that you're producing. And see, that's the key element, right? Connecting and making them profitable for you. So people then have call to action. They know where to go. They want to work with you because they connect with you, but you also have to know how to structure that video in a way that makes people want to come after you, right? Structuring it and making one of them to click your links, move forward. And there's a lot of things I even see in the early stages when I'm working with people. They don't always put the right elements in their videos, and they lose a lot. They might get a lot of views, but they're like, wow, people love my videos, but they're not doing anything with them. And that's some of the things that we go through to make sure you truly understand what it means, how to use YouTube to your benefit. Now, it's also about what to say, right? How to target them in your communications. How to write the headlines that grab attention. And keyword properly. These are huge benefits to understanding YouTube and understanding how to use your brand and who you are to get it out there to others. And it's, some people don't understand really how to make that happen for themselves. If you take a look at here, we've got some videos with some powerful numbers. I've got videos with hundreds and hundreds of thousands of views. And if you notice, these are very targeted, right? This is a marketing video that we do. And these are very targeted videos to people that are looking for lifestyle and looking for a way to change your current situation. These are not Justin Bieber traffic. This is real traffic that means something, right? And so you want to really take a look at how the kind of content you're structuring, how you're sharing with people, that they want it, right? They want it, and they're going to click through and they're going to keep wanting it. These are just more examples of videos that we've got that we've used to attract the right people. These are my lifestyle videos. And look at the headlines, the way the headlines are put together. I do, in our class, we do a video series, and success tips of the day are powerful. People look for those success tips of the day videos when I do my series. A lot of my class right now is in their series right now, creating video series. You guys can actually go over to the Unstoppable Branding Facebook page as well. It's Facebook/Unstoppable Branding, and listen and watch some of these videos, the series that my team is doing right now. And it's awesome to see because people are really connecting to them. And then this week, we're going to dig deeper into YouTube so they can get them out there in a better way. But when you know how to really pull it through, it's super cool having people, see your videos with thousands of people and being totally connected to you, creating customers for life. I mean, this is fun stuff. I mean, this is the way that you can take your whole outlook on how you're a marketer and truly bring out yourself and connect with these people in a whole different way that they've not been connected to. I see millions of ads, Facebook. Hey, look what I got. You should check this out. Let's make some money. I made money today. Who cares? I do not like to be marketed to like that. I like to hear someone that's like, wow, I've been able to be with my kids every day and I'm living a life that's pure freedom. Let me show you how. That's fun. You share some of your story and what we do in our in the branding experience that we've got. Actually, I want to ask. There's a bunch of my students here. You guys want to like jump out here and share with some of these guys so we can really get a better idea of what it really happened, what we do in this workshop. It's 4 weeks, and I call it the branding experience because it truly is an experience. You dig deep into yourself. And every person in that 4-week workshop also comes out with a custom designed blog and website produced by my buddy Vincent Ortega Jr. Internet Lifestyle Network. They're the number one websites and blogs right now. They're really well done. So I partnered with him to make sure my students, they learn their brand and they leave with one, and they're amazing. And they just, people really, really love to watch these, look at these websites because they're just really well done. All right. So this is what I'm going to do. I want to ask a couple of my students here tonight. You guys want to jump out here, like just two of you guys, because I got to watch my battery because my charger is going down. But anyone want to jump out here and share what your experiences is in the workshop so others can maybe just get an idea, because you guys may decide that you want to join us on the 28th as well, because it's really fun. Hey, Amber, you want to come on out? Hi.
Always.
Awesome.
How are you?
Super. So
Awesome.
yeah, share a little bit
Okay.
about what you learned in the workshop. What goes on for you?
The biggest thing for me was I was kind of disorganized when I came into this. And there were a lot of things that I wanted, but I wasn't quite sure how to focus in on one main thing. I am a dancer. I'm into fitness, I'm into nutrition, and also personal development. And so I wasn't quite sure, how do I take all of these things that I'm so passionate about and combine them into one cohesive brand, that really connects with people. So the branding experience has given me an opportunity to really focus and get laser clear about what the main thing is for my brand and how to utilize all of these different tangents that I tend to go off on sometimes and focus them into one cohesive into one direction.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I've seen that about you. You've totally changed the way your focus is, and it's so clear. And we have a lot of fun doing it, don't we? We have a big group that we just completely interact, and we coach on the call, and really make the experience so much more enjoyable. Thanks, Amber, for jumping out.
It is. It's so much fun. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Anyone else want to jump out here? There's a ton of you guys on the line. I know some of you guys look like your mic's not working. Yeah. All right. Who wants to jump on out? Put your hand up. Oh, cool. All right, there you go. You're next. And then I think Randy, did you guys want to jump on out of here? There you go. Hey. Hi, Ann.
Hey, Rhonda.
Hey.
Hey, good to see you. Good to hear you. Yeah, I just want to say a word about the workshop. That my experience with it was quite awesome, and I think that what it helped me to do. I have a pretty well established brand. I think and it's I have a brick and mortar. It's much more brick and mortar. I have a retail high-end product that's very, very highly personal. They're cremation urns. So what I found in doing the branding workshop was that how you had structured it and given the steps that we went through, it was really a process and a journey that did help me dig a whole lot deeper, and it refined what I had to be very, very much more effective. So it was really quite surprised at the process. It was really quite a journey, and that really helped me a lot. It targeted my tagline was a nice tagline, but it just didn't explain what my business was.
Mm.
Through the process, it really helped me do that, and it also is helping me with SEO and ranking and all that kind of stuff in the end that I really wasn't expecting.
Yeah,
yeah, it was
good.
awesome.
Awesome. Yeah, awesome. Thanks, guys. I mean, it's really, it really truly is. It changes your whole perspective on, what you're doing and what your business looks like to people and who you look like to people. Because if we are scattered and we are all over the place, then our customers are just not going to know what we're offering. They're not going to know who we are. And I like to be a totally different marketer that just doesn't push it out, but it brings it out of you, so people really can connect and want to work with you. So thanks. That was awesome. And so what we like to do, and we take 4 weeks. I take a 4-week workshop, and we go 90 minutes each session. And this is our schedule. This is what we do. And we go through really discovering your voice. We start deeply into your story. How are you going to get your voice out there to the world? Because if we all came here for a reason, it's how we're getting ourselves out there to the people that we want to make a difference in. If you're just here to make money, then this experience probably isn't even right for you. There's certainly make money opportunities. I'm just not part of them. I'm all about transformation and really helping people understand what their uniqueness is and how they want to stand out in the crowd. And if you want to be different than all the others, that's what it takes for you to really start digging into that and really keeping your message congruent and consistent. Then we work on our taglines, our imaging, and then everyone at the end of that week all gets and leaves with their custom branded website. In fact, a number of people are popping off this week with their custom websites, because you need to leave with something that you can hold on to, right? You may have a lot of knowledge, but we need to be able to implement that information. And so when you leave, everyone leaves with really a powerful business model and a structure as to how they're going to continue to share their brand and who they are next to the others. And I think it's exciting. I mean, I don't know if you guys think it's exciting, but it transformed my business. Totally transformed my business when I learned what could I do if I had to start over. I mean, and this is what this is what we did. We created our brand and people started to just follow us and flock to us. And I'm like, wow, this is crazy. I'm not even marketing, right? And when you do that, you really take law of attraction or attraction marketing to the next level, because now you're really communicating in a way that people want to follow. I mean, it's super fun. I get so excited about it. And it makes me, definitely makes us feel like we're working on our purpose, through the business that we're running. And what I always do, what I've learned is that when you give, things come back to you, and everything that we do, especially in the workshop, we give 50% to the Unstoppable Foundation. In fact, I just was at the Unstoppable Foundation's gala this weekend, Saturday. And I met with Cynthia Kersey, Bob Proctor, Jack Canfield, amazing people that are doing great things in the world. And what I find is that I offer this type of service and this type of information because I know it can transform people's lives and their business, but also it's about giving to others as well around the world. And when you know that you can be part of something like that, it's a powerful way to run a business and to share with other people of other great things that you do. And when people get these type of, they get this. When you give, that comes out through who we are, the Unstoppable family. I've got followers that want to work with me just because of what I stand for. So when you stand for great things, people want to work with great people. And so our Give Unstoppable program is super fun. And, we've had some amazing opportunities as the Unstoppable family, not only to take our brand somewhere different, which was sponsoring a rugby team in Fiji, but it allows us to truly give back to other people. And, that this is branding. Just doing these things is branding. Being connected with your purpose and your values is branding you. And, this type of possibility is really about you being able to take what you've learned, what you've got, and really, really, really bring it out. And so that's what it's all about. It's about giving. So all right, so people are like, all right, what was the catch here? So tonight what I want to offer to you guys is to be part of our branding workshop. Coming up, if you'd like, if this feels like something that you guys need in your business, we start on the 28th of March, and let me just share with you guys a little bit about what it takes to invest in the workshop. Now, I just recently saw my mentor on Saturday, Lisa Sasevich, and she's amazing. And she's like, okay, this is ridiculous, Rhonda. You are giving people so much time, 90 minutes each 4 weeks. You need to at least charge, $1,200. I'm like, hi, and I don't devalue what I do. I overvalue what I do, but I also want to make what we do completely available to every single person that I can be in contact with. And I love what we do so much because I get to connect with you and I get to see successes with everyone around. So I said, well, Lisa, okay. And I shared with that with her. I said, what is it? What can I then do? How can I offer it? She's like, well, let's roll it down. Would you want to, is it worth 1,000? So, well, it's worth it. Yeah. But I want it to be totally available for every person. And I want people to be able to really be part of it and to be part of this experience. So she's like, well, would you do it for, under $500? I'm like, yeah, I can do that for that. And I want to be able to offer it to people, but I love eights. I'm a big eights girl because eights totally connect with who I am and who our family is. And so, so I have the 4-hour, 4-week workshop we do for $488 course because I dig everyone I work with. And you guys truly deserve to be branded and get it. I mean, success takes understanding and knowledge. And that's how we get started. We really do have to invest in ourselves. So one of the best investments I ever made was in myself and learning about who I was and learning how I could be a better person in not only my business, but in my marketplace. And it truly transforms lives. So what we're doing tonight, if you guys do want to join us, you can, I have extra bonuses. Everyone's going to get all of our 3 ebooks that we have: Unstoppable Branding, Practical Guide to Living Unstoppable, Attraction Marketing, The Unstoppable Way. We've got tons of resources in our members area of marketing and ways to utilize YouTube. But that we're going to be giving these away tonight if you guys are going to want to join us. I know I have a bunch of people that are like, yay, I can't wait. Yay, awesome. Okay, cool. I'm excited that you guys are excited because I am too. I get so connected with you guys. And also our programs that we've got I have a 30-minute audio program, Brian's Create Your Perfect Day. Many of you guys may have seen it. And The Mindset of a Millionaire. They're just really fun audio programs. They just get your mind in a different space. So that's part of the bonus tonight if you guys decide that you want to join us for the workshop. I'm going to ask, any of you guys, are you guys ready to get branded? I know there's a lot of you guys are already part of my workshop, which I love. It's awesome because you're going to be working together. But I want to, yeah, there we go. Yay. Yeah. Create Your Perfect Day is one of my favorites too, Amber. It's really awesome. So this is what we're going to do tonight, guys. Because we're building for the workshop, for the 28th of March. And I typically only take 25 people. I have 12 already in the workshop, right now. And I have a couple other, teams that are going to be sending their people over. And that's why I wanted to do this call today before I start to fill it up, because I know a lot of you guys have been asking a lot of questions about it and how you can be part of it. And so I decided to really offer you guys not only just the information and content tonight, but a way for you to join us on the 28th and be connected to an amazing group of people. You get really connected to just an awesome group, people that are really making waves and changing things in their lives and their business. And you guys get to connect together and to really help each other excel. And it also creates this relationship for life, right? Creates relationships with people. I've got some amazing partnerships that I have created through not only just internet marketing, but through our group alone that I am overly connected to, and we rise each other up to being, just in a better space. So if you guys do want to join us, we do offer a split pay. But this is what you need to do. You need to go on over to unstoppablebranding.com/branding. Okay, I'm going to go over there too so I can show you guys what it looks like. And I do have a number of different branding packages, but what I really recommend everyone doing is go to unstoppablebranding.com/branding is we've got a ton of different packages you guys can get, branded in a different way with a lot of other add-ons. But right here, this breathe life into your brand. The 488 is the 4-week workshop. It includes your custom blog from the Internet Lifestyle Network. You get your branded banner, your logos. That is the workshop with this site. And some people are like, I don't really need a site. I have one. Great. You don't have to. And you can do the Be Your Brand part, which is just the workshop. And then if you'd like to expand upon it and grow with the workshop, you can use the others. But what I always recommend is everyone at least getting in what they need so you can be part of the workshop. If you need a site, get that. And then at the end of the workshop, you can say, I want to expand my brand. I want to increase it. I want to add some others to it. And that's what you can do. You just pay the difference between the two. But really, guys, what I love the most is how I see people's lives and businesses changing just by the communication that we have and what really what they leave with. I mean, Anne was talking. Anne's business completely changed. She completely changed her business because she was really dug into what her passions were, and it's really powerful to see when people's brands start to really come out and their focus, like Amber said, and they really start to identify what they can give to others. So I would love to have you guys there and to join us on the 28th. And if you guys do, you'll be able to get I'll be sending everyone out the bonuses, and you'll get logins to the workshop. You can start early if you like, but I'd love to have some of you guys join us, and especially those that are still in the workshop. It's fun. I got a lot of new ones here that start on the 28th. So it's cool. Victoria's here. It's great to see you. You're going to have a lot of fun with us, really starting up the next workshop. And there we go. Good timing. My battery's running on reserve. And Joey is awesome. Joey just got her imaging back from her for her blog, and she's starting to create her content and really create some great stuff to share with people. And it's so fun because when you actually start to understand how to put that content together on through your blogging, through video, and really identifying what your core message is, you've got content forever. And the way we work it out and the way we walk each other through, you really do create content through so many different angles and areas. And it's a powerful way to share with your customer. So, all right, so cool. So what I have you guys do tonight then is, for those of you that do want to join us, again, it starts on the 28th of March. It's an 8 p.m. call on March 28th. You just go to unstoppablebranding.com/branding will help you guys, going over, make some decisions of what you want to do. You guys can send me any private messages if you like. If you want to connect on it, great. I'd love to connect with you guys about how I can help you the best, how I can help you take your business to that next level. If anyone has any questions tonight, certainly feel free to ask them. I have no problem with questions. A lot of you guys are writing some stuff in here. Okay, great. Awesome. This is great. Yeah. And it is a good return on investment. I mean, it's a way for you to start off in the strongest foot you can in business. And it really helps you take that next leap into where you want to go, especially within marketing. People get so stuck in the marketing mindset that they really don't focus on themselves. And when when you're not connecting and focusing on what you have to offer, people will bypass you, and they'll find that guy that they can connect the best with. They'll find that guy that they, that just said something cool that they liked, and then they'll ask them what they do. And that's what happens. We leave a lot of money on the table sometimes. So what I also do, guys, which makes it really simple for you. I know that, it's not always easy to pop off $488 right away. I know that. So we do split pays as well. And if some people need additional time, it does, it charges you in the second week, but some people have needed to make payments, and I'm fine with that. I just want to help people. I just want to help you guys be great and get your greatness out of you. And so, whatever it needs, you guys can certainly send me a private message if you like. If you want to talk on the phone, great. But if not, I certainly want to see you guys joining us so you can really truly get the best benefit. Yay, Victoria, I'm glad you're excited. I'm super excited too. I mean, I love what I get to, though. What happens for me is I get to work with these people that are amazing, that are brand new, or that I've also worked with those that have been in the industry for a while, and they get stuck. They don't know who they really are to their customers. Work through it. They really start to identify, and all of a sudden their business changes. I know Mary and Dean Black. I don't know if you guys know who they are, but their whole business has changed since they left the workshop, because before they were scattered, they were all over, and they weren't targeted. They weren't connecting with people. They were just, putting ads up. Hey, get this, buy this. Let me help you get leads. And they were so confusing. Now they have a really nice defined brand, and they are really creating amazing lifetime customers because people know who they are. They know what to expect. They're creating their own video content, and what we also have in the workshop, guys, for some of you guys that might be interested, I have an on-staff writer, as well as a graphic designer that does a lot of the work for our people. And so you guys, if you have additional needs, like I want to have some blog posts written for me that are very heavily SEO written, or I need an ebook, right? I need an ebook. Help me write an ebook. We go through how to create an outline for an ebook, how to get it done quickly. But then I have some people that just are not writers, and they want to have someone help them get it out. And we have that on staff as well. Someone that can take your ideas, whether it's an audio or your notes that you have and put it into an ebook so you can offer it, right? Offering something to people is they need to connect with you. So having an ebook or something that you can offer is a powerful way to keep that customer for life. And it's a great way for you guys to really shine out in the marketplace of someone that has value. And so we go through that as well. And I have a staff of people that can really help you guys get to that point if you need it. But I would really say that, just taking the leap into the workshop is going to really benefit you guys, to really kick you guys off in the right way. All right, so guys, so any if you guys have no more questions, you have some people are like, yay, I'm so excited, awesome, yay. Yep, good. I love it. You guys are great. So it's good. We've got Victoria joining us. I know Todd is, Susan, Randy and Linda, Joey, Joan, Anne's actually, she's already a past student as well. So a lot of you guys Amber are already part of the workshop, and there's a number of you guys that are joining. I haven't been able to look on over to see who's joined yet, but I look forward to working with you guys, and I really truly look forward to helping you get branded and connected and taking your business to the place that it just really deserves to be, which is grounded, on point, congruent, right? And really sharing you, because people want to work with you. Yeah, they really do. So thanks for joining us tonight, guys. You'll get an email tonight too of the recording if you like. If you want to share it, great. I also affiliates, you guys, if you refer people, I give $100 for anyone that refers someone. So if you did get sent here, I want to make sure that I know who that person was. I don't market this. I really it's all word of mouth and referral. And I want to benefit those of you that are part of it and really understand the benefit of working with someone that has a lot of history and understanding branding, but also wants to help someone else, right? You want to make a difference, right? Instead of just making money. You can do both, but if you learn how to make a difference in someone else's life, then you will have, all the things that you really truly need, and people will be absorbed to you. They will be attracted to you in such a powerful way that you wouldn't have before if you didn't understand some of these concepts of how to connect. So guys, so you'll get an email tonight, and I will send you guys an email. You guys will get these links again, but just know you just go to unstoppablebranding.com/branding, join, and we'll see you guys on the 28th. Have a good night, everyone. Thanks for being here, and thanks for all you guys do. Have a great one. Cheers.